Fox Business Alert, the Fed's third interest rate cut of the year does not appear to be helping home builders. Lennar stock dropping to a one-year low at this hour, down 4.7% after the company reported a miss yesterday on both fourth quarter and full-year earnings expectations. Lennar's CEO says the housing market, quote, proved to be far more challenging during the quarter than it first appeared, and specifically cited rising mortgage rates, which even as the Fed has cut rates the past 3 out of 4 months, is still climbing. Look on your screen. According to Bankrate, the national average for the 30-year fixed mortgage rate today is 6.84%. That's 11 basis points higher than it was last week before the cut. Joining me now in a Fox Business exclusive to find out when these mortgage rates are going to be coming down is leader in the luxury real estate space, Brown Harris Stevens CEO Bess Freedman. What's going on here? The Fed has cut rates 3 times over the past 4 months, and yet mortgage rates are still lodged. It's almost like you can't dig them out of anything below 6%, and they're going in the wrong direction as far as at least buyers would like to see.
Yeah, I think, Liz, it takes time for the rates to actually come down. But one thing is clear, is that Powell is being very cautious and managing expectations. And, you know, we're not going back to 2 and 3%. And so I think consumers need to understand that 6.5 is probably where rates are going to be. Will they dip below 6? It's hard to say. It takes time also for this to have its effect.
In 2003, when I bought my first house, I got like 6.3%, and I thought I did great.
But you did historically, because mortgage rates used to be in the double digits. You talk to old timers and people who had like 18% rates, they still think this is low. It's just that we're used to the 2 and the 3, but we have to understand that 6% is the new normal. And I would encourage buyers and sellers to get back into the market, because housing is for the long term. You can't live in your stock portfolio. Although it's great to see that the stock market has returned today and it's doing better, this is, you know, it gives you salvation. You can raise your family there. It's safety net. It's a way to build intergenerational wealth. And so I hope that we still have buyers and sellers get back into the market next year.
Well, we did get some good news today. We got existing home sales. They basically increased more than expected during the month of November, up 4.8% month over month, up 6.1% year over year. But are you seeing more buyers come off the sidelines?
So little by little, we're starting to see people get into the market. And so it's taking time. And you know, buyers, like, it depends on the place where it is. They're buyers, the demand is there. Our challenge is that we don't have enough supply. Places like Connecticut, the Hamptons, Palm Beach, we need more supply.
Well, we just got housing starts yesterday and they fell. We are not seeing shovel going into the ground to start building these homes.
One of the things that we need to be able to do is get approval so that we can build. And we're hoping with this, you know, the new administration, that there's less regulation. Although we know most things are state and local, we need to be able to work with, for example, Albany, to be able to do things so that we can get approval. Yeah, the state. I mean, look, the city council,
and municipalities.
But those are the real challenges. I mean, the government can do so much. We need state and local. We need people to understand that we have to collaborate and work together. We need to build more homes in this country.
Well, let me throw this wrench into the picture. A potential wrench, and that would be in the form of Donald Trump's threatened tariffs. He has threatened to slap tariffs on all incoming goods, whether they be from allies like Canada or, you know, the tension countries like China. So we get a huge amount of timber, lumber coming in from Canada. They're the ones who supply us with the lumber to build houses. If there's some type of trade war, what's that going to mean for lumber prices?
Not going to be good. I mean, and that concerns me. The things that I'm concerned about is that if we have that, then people aren't going to build, prices are going to go up. We will have even more issues in an already slow and staggering housing market. And so I'm concerned about that. I think that in the event that...
Wait, so let me interrupt you, because look at this lumber chart. This is just 2 months. So lumber prices had been coming down, and now you see just over the past couple of days here, they've gone pumping up, possibly because people are concerned that there will be a run on lumber ahead of potential tariffs.
Everybody, listen, I'm concerned about the tariffs. That's one thing that could pose a real challenge. And so we have to sort of wait and see. The good news is that if there is a lack of, if he starts to get rid of some of the regulation and lifting the SALT cap of $10,000, which expires next year anyway, that could be helpful. I think there's some things that would be positive and could help overall. But yes, I don't think we're out of the woods. I don't think it's, champagne and caviar yet for housing. But I do think we've been in a very challenging market, and hopefully next year things will pick up. The economy is strong, jobs, we're in a good place. So I'm trying to be positive from an already difficult market.
Yeah, we need more supply. I mean, there's NIMBY, not in my backyard, and then there's banana, build absolutely nothing anywhere near anything, and you can't be like that. I know people don't want encroachment, but
of course,
you want your children and your grandchildren to be able to buy homes.
But also, and that's our biggest challenge. That's the biggest red flag. There was a great article in the Journal yesterday about this. In Ireland, something like 60% of adults from the ages of 20 to 34 are living with their parents. We have that issue in the United States as well. Gen Z, millennials, they can't afford to rent, they can't afford to buy. We have to think about that. They need to be able to do those things. So we need to do better, America. We need to build more housing.
Yeah. I agree. Bess, it's good to see you.
Great to see you, Liz. Happy holidays to you.